唤警视议员杨琪清女士上台致辞。
Now let's welcome Ms. Jean Carriginas, the City Councillor of Toronto, and Mrs. Amanda Young-Pucci, City Councillor of Markham, to share a few words with us. No, you go first.
I guess I've given the pleasure of going first since this is the City of Toronto.
Yes.
But we do hold a lot of events up in Markham.
Absolutely.
I don't think
You're
we
an
have.
honorary member of
Okay, there you go. I don't get paid to the City Council up in Markham.
You're honorary.
I get hugs. Council General, elected officials at all levels of government, organizers, VIP guests, ladies and gentlemen. Senator, I don't claim I've been there. I think I've been more times in China than I've been to my home country over the last 25 years.
It's your second home.
Listen, when you go to China, you spend at least 1 week, and you've been there 56 weeks, that's about a year and a half. I have to tell you though, that when I went to China for the first time in '96 in August, we went in Hong Kong, the old airport, flew over houses, and you felt like picking up, reaching down to pick up people. And then we went up the river from Hong Kong to this place. That was my first stop. And there were no fast roads, no fast trains, no expensive cars. It was just China, as you can probably see in the pictures of the above. Just a little bit better. And there were still the friendship stores. Senator, I'm not sure if you've been at a friendship store, but there were still the friendship stores. And then last time I was in China was about a year ago. Quite the difference. Fast trains, bullet trains, airports. First time in Shanghai was the West Airport, when there was still construction. And now you go to China, in Shanghai, Pudong. Over the years, you've seen China flourish. You've seen the change in people. But when we talk about China, people say rings of era of prosperity, 70 years. But China history is 70,000 years. Although the new China of the 70 years in prosperity, folks, the Chinese friendship, the people, the warmness, reaching out, saying hello. When they see you on the street, when they see you all together, is amazing. Now, I also want to touch about something that we have never talked about. The Chinese diaspora in Canada. There's close to 2.5, 3 million Chinese in Canada. Since the early 90s, when China opened its doors to immigration, I was a witness, I was a member of parliament. 40 to 50,000 people every year come to Canada. I remember the days that TCCSA and I and Nelson were going over to China to promote immigration to Canada. Folks, every year, for the last 20 plus years, 25 years, when you put 40,000 people, you got 1.5 million. And you got the second, and usually the third generation. So easily there's 3 million Chinese in Canada. Let's talk about what they've accomplished. They got elected in all levels of government. Doctors, lawyers, administrators. Mr. Consul General, that is the legacy of the Chinese Canadians. In the old days, Canada was built because of the railway. And it said that there's one Chinese individual that has died for every kilometer of the railway across Canada. Canada is a nation that was built by the Chinese. They're here. They're an integral part of us. And as we celebrate what China has become in the last 70 years, yes, we have some difficult times right now. But those are not to be overshadowed and to be ignored, but the friendship that we have built. Prime Minister after Prime Minister has gone to Canada promoting trade. And yet this year when we raised the flag at City Hall, some people chose to stay away. A real shame. You're not a friend of China if you pick and choose the times that you support the Chinese people, the diaspora in Canada. You're not a friend of China if you say, I'm not going to talk about the Chinese, what's happening there today. Yes, we need to work together. Yes, we need to overcome our difficulties. But at the bottom line is, Chinese in Canada have made their mark. The 4th largest spoken language in Canada is Chinese. You don't have to learn French in order to do business anymore. If you don't know Mandarin, guess what? You're left behind the door. Now, my Mandarin is not all the best. I know a couple of words, good words. I want to thank you for inviting me. And as I went through the pictorial and I seen the different pictures, I have to thank the two organizations plus the organizers with the help that put this great exhibition together. This is an exhibition that shouldn't be